Hey guys, it's Tinker Taylor here today, back with another Pokemon build series video. Today we have Bayleef, who is a grass type Pokemon. It kind of looks like is it the Stegosaurus, is the dinosaur with the really long neck? If you took one of those and you just gave it a really short neck, and then you suction cupped a leaf to the front of its head. I don't know, it's like, it looks like a suction cup on the front of its head, and then the stem comes out a little bit, and then the leaf the stem of the leaf bends and goes upwards. So it's kind of like a really cool suction cup hat type thing. And then it has a bunch of, I guess they're leaves coming off around its neck. I don't know. It looks like a happy little puppy wearing clothes, but it's actually a dinosaur. And when I saw this, I thought apparently of a health food restaurant. Now, if you're pretty new here, every time I say apparently, it's because I created the list of ideas for this, like 6 months ago at least, if not more. And so, yeah, a lot of these ideas, I'm like, I have no idea what I'm talking about. Like, this is just, how did I get this idea? But, you know, grass, nature, healthy, I guess it makes sense. And apparently looking at it, I felt hungry. Maybe I was hungry at the time. But looking at it also, it kind of, like, the leaves around its neck kind of look like maybe shortened baguettes. I know that might just be like a loaf of bread to some of you guys, but it looks like baguettes specifically. Or maybe not curved croissants. So maybe that's why I thought about it. I don't know. But I had a lot of fun with this build. So I aimed for sort of like a I don't know, like, I don't want to say hipster restaurant, but sort of like a hipster restaurant. I wanted something that was a bit like, you know, people who are young and bougie go here, and that's not me. It's definitely not me. I reckon I'd eat here, though. I think it would be a nice place to eat. I think I would just be a little overwhelmed with maybe the people here, because they've definitely got a certain style, and it's not the certain style I have. I imagine a lot of people who go here also are very into, like, fitness and eating healthy and taking care of your body and all. Like, that's all great and fantastic. Like, I fully support that, and I'm very much into that myself, to a degree. You know, I don't like eating certain foods. Well, I do like eating them, but I choose not to eat them because I know they're bad for you. There are certain foods or drinks that I won't have again for the same reason, like get drinks for the same reason. And I guess that's why generally a lot I'm not sick. I think I've been sick twice this year, and that's probably the max I'm gonna get sick. But yeah, living with other people, you tend to pick up whatever germs they are carrying. And unfortunately for me, it seems like it's ping-ponging back and forth between everyone. Like, somebody gets sick, and then somebody else gets sick, and then everybody gets sick, and then everybody gets better, and everybody's fine, and nobody's sick, and then somebody gets sick again, and it creates that little cycle. But thankfully I skip it majority of the time. I've had one other time, like I said, one other time I've been sick this year, I think. And that was, yeah, not great, not fun, but I'm obviously better now. I mean, that could have even been last year, what I'm thinking, but I'm pretty sure I was sick once already this year. I mean, the years kind of blend into one. I know I got sick twice last year, because I broke one of my toes, and then I got COVID from one of my roommates, and then I broke another one of my toes, and that was not fun. And I was gonna say I've never been that sick. I've been that sick once before, and again I'm pretty sure it was COVID. It's weird though, because everybody who got sick, you know, my roommate tested positive for COVID. I did the test, it was negative, but I had been taking care of the house while it was one other roommate and I who were home, and we had not been going out. We'd been staying to take care of all the animals and whatnot, and so I knew it was from them, and they had all gotten COVID, and the last roommate got it late enough that like from their holiday, that when they came back, they were still sick enough to give it to me. I think they'd gotten it on the last day of their trip, so when they were coming home, they gave it to me. But I tested negative for some reason. I don't know. I could just be stupid and not know how to take a test properly, which is probably the case. But this time, the other roommate took a test, and it's not COVID or influenza A. But it's something, that's for sure. So, yeah. I decided to just stay home, get better, and yeah. It's been a while. It's been a little while. I got sick not the Sunday, not yesterday, but the Sunday before that. So I've been sick for a little bit, and I'm kind of over it. I want to be better. I don't want to be sick anymore. I am over it. So yeah, look. It's I'm taking it as a win because yeah, like I said, I generally only get sick twice a year. It's happened twice. I'm good. We're done. Like, we're over it. We've had it. Let's just skip the rest of that, thanks. But yeah, look, knowing my roommates, one of them will probably get sick again, and if they do, I'm going to avoid them like they have the plague, because I don't want to get sick again. But anyway, not the point. The point is this build. So yeah, like I said, it's a restaurant. It's kind of fun. I would definitely visit this place. I don't know how frequently, but I'd have to go at least once. It's a fun little place. It's very squishy and cramped, but honestly seems like a really fun place to go. And I know it sounds a bit like, oh, you're saying that about a build you made, but like if I saw this in real life and they had some pretty good food, I would go. I also put a bar in, which kind of defeats the purpose of like healthy, but I guess they could do like healthy bar drinks. I don't know if that's a thing. Let me know. Is healthy bar drinking a thing? I'm not really entirely sure about that. So yeah, look. I put a bar in, so it's a bar restaurant. The other buildings, I did not actually put anything in. What I ended up doing was building walls where there were windows and then painting that whole room black so it was blackened out. I did that off stream though because you didn't really need to. It took me maybe 5 minutes, but I did it off stream and also with base game or the pack and kits that I used for this build. Now, I realized a little bit too late that I built this in Ciudad Enamorada, but I did not use the Love Struck pack, which is kind of like, if I'm building in that world, I probably should have used that pack. But for some reason my brain thought the pack for this world was Business and Hobbies, which why did I, sure. And I'm glad I did use it. I'm glad I did use Business and Hobbies because, in my opinion, the stuff in that pack made it look really, really good. But I believe I used Business and Hobbies. I'm going to have to look it up now because I did it yesterday. Can't remember at all. I didn't take a screenshot, of course. I think because it's a pack restricted button, I was like, I'll remember, it'll be fine. I did Business and Hobbies, Dine Out, I did Home Chef Hustle, and I did a kit, but I cannot tell you which kit. Oh, I can. It was Refined Living Room, but I don't even know if I used anything from that kit. Maybe a plant. I think my idea was because I had planned to set it up like this, you know, a squishy little restaurant in the corner, I was like, why don't I make it, like, you know, have these really bougie couches, but it's a squishy space, like, you're not going to have couches in here. So the idea was to actually use the couches in the apartments, but I didn't furnish the apartments, and that was intentional, and so I don't know if I actually end up using it. You'll know down in the description below. I'll let you know if I used 3 or 4, but there is a potential that I used that kit. I think I did because there is a single plant from it that I remember using, and I'm pretty sure it's from that kit. So again, if you don't have Refined Living Room, that's fine because I'm pretty sure it's one single item that I use. which again is another fantastic thing, because if you have Dine Out and you have Business and Hobbies and you have Home Chef Hustle, you will have this entire pack, this entire build, except for one item. I think that's pretty good. I think that's pretty good for something that's also pack restricted, because if you were even more pack restricted than what this build is, yeah, you're not missing out on a lot. But I do want to furnish the rest of it. I think that will be a later me thing, where I'm like, I want to build something, I want to have fun, I want to have like a little bit of a taste bud cleanser. So I will go and do that. I'm not sure I'll upload it if I do furnish the entire thing, but honestly, if you guys want to, definitely feel free to download it and furnish it if you want. I'm going to be uploading it later today. I will be also playing The Sims today, streaming it over on Twitch, so if you do want to see me building live, definitely head over there. I do stream 4 times a week at the moment, looking to shuffle that up a bit. I don't know if I increase it, decrease it, keep it the same, or what, but yeah, the idea is to have fun with it and just try something a little bit different, because I'm not sure. I don't know, there's a few things going on in my life, and I might have to shuffle things around to make these videos work a bit better. I do really well with, like when I stream, I generally get 2 to 3 builds done, so I get ahead. But at the moment, yeah, being sick, it really takes away from my voice. It really, really kills it a little bit. So I don't want to prolong my sickness by talking too much. But I also don't want to not stream, because it helps me get ahead. So I'm kind of stuck in this position of, you know, I'll get ahead, but then the next time I have to stream, I'm like, no, I want to take a little bit of a break. And then I take a break, but then I fall behind, because when I'm not on the stream, I take way more breaks and I'm way less accountable. So yeah, I'm kind of currently stuck in that little loop, and it's not great, it's not fun. I am planning on streaming today and tomorrow. We'll see how that goes. I might do 2 shorter streams just to make sure that I don't damage my voice, I guess, make me sick for longer. Because I do love streaming. I do love hanging out with you guys and chatting and just having a good time, you know? Like, it's just something silly and stupid and fun to do with you guys and hang out and get feedback and whatnot. But yeah, I don't want to destroy my voice even more than I have. So we will see how it goes. I am feeling better and better each day from when I wake up. I think the worst day was Tuesday last week. I'm pretty sure on that recording I had to pause like 4 or 5 times, and I don't think I've paused ever since. You know, I had to pause, cut it, cough up a lung, go and take medication. Like, I was leaving the room and coming back 10 minutes later to continue the video. It was a lot. But yeah, I've been getting through it every other time since. But it's just that little bit I cannot shake, and I don't know what it is. I don't know how to stop it. I don't know how to get rid of it, and I'm over it. I'm done. I would like to be better, please. I've been drinking so much tea. I've been showering twice a day to clear my sinuses. I have been eating 3 meals a day. Like, that in itself, eating 3 meals a day, usually I do 2. So, you know, I'm already doing so much better, and still haven't quite kicked it. And the annoying thing is, currently there are 4 roommates out of the 557,000 I live with, who are here consistently. And one of them got sick, and then I got sick, and then a third one just has a few symptoms they can't quite shake. Like, they're not fully sick or anything like that, but they're just coughing so much. And now the final roommate, you can hear they're starting to get a bit sniffly. So yeah, look, I'm really hoping that the last 2 being sick isn't isn't making me even more sick, you know, progressing it, prolonging it, because there are more germy people around. But yeah, I'm very much over it. I'd like to be better. And I'm pretty sure I've said that every video since, and every person I've spoken to every day has just been like, I'd like to be better now, please. Could you make that happen? No? Okay, cool. Fantastic. That's great. Thanks. No, I'd like to be better now. That would be preferable. But yeah, I do apologize if you've been here consistently and just listening to me say over and over again, I'd like to be better. But I'm really trying to tell my body that, well, yeah, I'd like to not be sick anymore, please. And to any of you out there who are sick, I hope you are feeling better soon too, because, yeah, nobody likes being sick, nobody likes feeling gross, and I sympathise. It's not fun. It's really not fun at all. But yeah, anyway, I'm pretty sure I'm done with the actual build itself now. I am just working on the exterior of these builds and having a lot of fun with it. I generally really struggle with these exterior, like when they're city scenes, I really struggle with making them look proper. I think my problem was leaving them so far from the edge. If I had brought them all forward a little bit so they weren't so far back from the pathway, I think I would have done a lot better. Because most of the time when you have buildings this close together, they are actually, squished right up towards the front and the back, and I just left this huge gap, and I think that's my number one problem, is building so far back in the lot. So, yeah, that's definitely something I'm going to address in the future when I'm building these types of builds, because, yeah, it's kind of annoying not knowing what to do and not knowing why it doesn't look right. But now that I've figured it out, like, I definitely feel much better about it. I know in the future, pull it forward, don't have it so far back, then I won't have to try and find as many plants. I was also having trouble with some of the base game plants. They were glitching out and not showing up for some reason. Like, I could click on it, and if I put it right on the edge of the lot where it shouldn't have shown up, where it's like, hey, like, you can't place it here, you could see it, but as soon as I shuffled it back to where you could see it, it would just go really faded, almost to the point where you couldn't see it. You'll see what I'm talking about in a minute, when I actually do get to the landscaping. But yeah, it's I'm not very, like, I don't understand why is it doing that. I don't know if there was like a bug in the most recent update, but yeah, for some reason I cannot see the plants, well, at least on this lot. I haven't tried any other lot. But yeah, it was kind of annoying. It's kind of really annoying. And yeah, it kind of sucked, to be honest. So yeah, I'm hoping that it was just a temporary issue and not a permanent issue. And yeah, look, long story short, you'll see in a minute, I do struggle with the landscaping for that reason. And there are also a few things I do off camera, I guess, because I A, forgot to, and B, yeah, like the making the buildings so that you can't see inside, I made that so, basically you can't see inside, but I did that all off camera because I felt like, I don't know, it just felt like something I would not really do on camera. It's probably something you guys don't really need to see. But also, yeah, a few other things I forgot, like painting the balcony areas, or the little deck areas, I guess. No, they're balconies. I'll call them balconies. I didn't paint the floor or the ceiling of them, so I went and did that. I added a little bit of trim to the second building from the left, the one we're currently messing around with, the weird, like, orangey pink colour. I don't know. I had a lot of fun with this build. It was quite interesting and different, and I don't know, I'm not very confident with a lot of city building type things, but this one, I don't know, I had a lot of fun with it, and I think I want to do more stuff like this, you know? I want to do more fun, weird, unique, different things, such as this. I mean, it's not really all that weird and unique and different. I mean, a lot of people do beautiful city builds like this, and they absolutely ace them. Like, they're just gorgeous. But I want to get better at them. I wanna just be better, get better at them, learn how to build better, and yeah, I don't know. Let me know in your comments down below on how you think I went with this build, what you think I should have done instead of the things that I did do. Because yeah, it was definitely interesting. It was unique. I say unique. A lot of people have done stuff like this. For me, it's different to the things I usually do. It's different to the things I have done. I try not to do the same thing every time, and I don't actually hate it. I think that's the number one thing, is I don't hate it. A lot of the time I get overwhelmed, I get frustrated, I get stressed, there's so much going on, I don't know what to do, but I don't hate this, you know? I feel like I did okay. And yeah, if you have any tips or tricks on how to build city scenes like this a little bit better, definitely please let me know down below. One thing I really do love is that second building from the left. It's so stupidly simple, but I feel like you would see it somewhere. Like, I don't know what city you would see it in, but I feel like I could see it somewhere here in Australia for sure. I don't know, it's just so simple and so plain and so boring, but like it makes sense. I would definitely see something like that somewhere. And this little like restaurant as well, I feel like you definitely see that. And the fourth building probably as well. I don't know, that it just feels real. But anyway, if you want to see more stuff like this, make sure to subscribe. I do come out with a new video pretty much every single day, but until then, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.